Ivvara Neyar. மற்றும் இவ்வாறு நேர் நிகழ்ச்சியில் உங்களுடைய அன்போடு சந்திப்பது ஜே சந்திரா. இவ்வாறு நேராக கலந்து சிறப்பிக்கின்றார் கம்பலான் கவுன்சிலர் ஆனரபிள் சுமன் சாகா அவர்கள். ஆண்களே, இந்த இவ்வாறு நிகழ்ச்சியில் இன்று ஆங்கிலத்தில் தான் இடம்பெற இருக்குது. Because he is unable to speak in Tamil, so we would like to run something in English as well as Tamil as well. வணக்கம் திரு சுமன் சாகா. Good evening, Suman Saha.
Namaskar, Vanakkam. Thank you, Australian Tamil Broadcasting Corporation, ATBC, for giving me this opportunity to connect me with the listeners. And a special thanks, Jaya Chandran.
Thank you very much for being proactive in Tamil. Could you please tell me, most of the people know those who are living in Pendalil, Tungabi, or in your area. So where are you? Were you born in Australia or you come from another country? Share something about you.
Yeah, no, I was not born in Australia. Okay. I was born in Bangladesh, in a border town between Bangladesh and India. It's called Khulna.
Yep.
And I came to Australia as an international student in 2003.
Okay, once you completed as a student, did you get a PR or were you studying masters? Or share that one as well.
So in 2006, I graduated from University of Western Sydney, which now they call the Western Sydney University, in accounting and law.
Yeah.
And since then, I'm actually working. I worked in different corporations like British Foods, Reuters, and for the last 10 years, I'm working in one of the largest universities in Australia as a senior financial accountant.
Okay. So நேர்களே, சுமன் சாகா அவர்கள் பங்களாதேஷில் ஒரு சிறிய மாகாணத்திலிருந்து ஆஸ்திரேலியாவுக்கு ஒரு மாணவராக வந்து பின்னர் அவர் முது பட்டத்தை எடுத்து இப்பொழுது ஒரு கணக்கியல் துறையில் ஒரு சிரேஷ்ட கணக்கியலாளராக வேலை செய்திருக்கிறார். அதைத்தான் உங்களுக்கு தமிழில் தந்திருக்கிறேன். So when did you join in politics? Why did you choose, like so many parties are there, why did you choose Labour Party?
Yeah, in 2008, after I finished my graduation and I was working that time, I chose to join Australian Labour Party in 2008.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I joined Australian Labour Party, because I think one of the motto that Australian Labour Party has and they promote is that a fair go for everyone. I think that was what really struck me. This is what I believe in, that we have the great diversity, and the party and the community that can embrace that diversity is the party which I like to join and represent the diverse community that we have.
Okay. And also, especially you come from the Asian background, especially in Bangladesh. And what are the barriers you overcome to be like a candidate for at least the council? It's not easy task to being a candidate, even especially with the Asian country. Like there are more competition or more candidates rather than you as a senior, person. How do you manage? How do you overcome these struggles?
I think that's a great question, Jayachandra Anna. I wouldn't say that I don't have a barrier. I wouldn't have any difficulties. In the community, mostly we have really good people. Because I came from a different background. I came from Bangladesh, and English is definitely not my first language, right? So our pronunciation definitely won't be up to the scratch.
Yeah.
But one thing that some people really do appreciate, that these people like me, coming from Asian countries and still trying to represent our community, right? That's some people definitely appreciate. But also on the other hand, some of the people, when we can't probably put things in a way where local people can, then they definitely criticize us, or they definitely try to make a fun of it. But overall, I think I will say that our community, especially the Cumberland community, is very acceptive.
Yeah.
So I didn't face really very big challenge.
Challenge. Okay. And this is your second tenure or something as a counselor. So when did you become a first counselor to Cumberland Council?
Okay, I probably want to tell you a little bit about myself. So,
Yeah.
what I always try to do, as you can see, I'm still young,
Yeah.
below 40.
Mm.
I try to actually encourage the young people from our community.
Yeah.
When I mean our community, is the Asian community, the subcontinent community,
Yeah.
to consider joining politics as well. I am definitely not saying that everyone need to come to politics, but
Yeah.
if you want to join in the society, if you live in the society, if you live in the community, and if you wanted to have your say in the policy making of your council, policy making of your community, policy making of your country, policy making of your state, then you need to be in politics, because that's where the people and your elected officials go and make policies. For
Policies.
me, after I graduated, I joined Labour Party, as you hear, in 2008.
Mhm.
2012, just after 4 years, the first time I thought, I actually wanted to see, I want to represent my community, but before I put my hands up to become a councillor, I want to see what is involved. So
Mm.
in 2012, I ran in
Mm.
council election. I
Yeah.
knew that I will not win, but I
Yes.
ran.
Mm.
And definitely I didn't win, but
Mm.
I understand and I see what is involved in that. And I quite liked it. I thought, this is the way you go into the council and represent your community. And what I believe in, that I was born in Bangladesh. But
Yeah.
when I go into the council, I never think that I am only representing the Bangladeshi or Bengali community. I
Mm.
actually represent everyone
Everyone.
living in my community. And that's why you see very passionately, I talk about the Tamil community, I talk about the Gujarati community, and I talk about the all other communities,
Community.
including the Asians communities, including the Muslims communities, because I think everyone should feel welcome in the community. Now, going back again, in 2017, then I ran
Mm.
again as number two candidate with
Yeah.
Councillor Lisa Lake from Wentotville Ward.
Mm.
I want to acknowledge one thing here. I don't know if my
Yeah.
friend Vazi is
Mm. Yeah.
listening
Fazil
to this
Rajendra.
program or not, but I
Yeah.
like to acknowledge him because he is the first
Tamil.
subcontinent councillor of Tamil heritage,
Yeah.
elected councillor in Holroyd Council
Yeah.
in Northward,
Yeah.
which is some
Right.
part of
Yeah.
Northward is now actually
Yeah.
Wentotville Ward of Cumberland Council. So I want to acknowledge him. If Vasi, you are listening, definitely, mate, we miss you.
Yeah.
And 2017, I actually win as the number two candidate for the Wentotville
Exactly.
ward.
Mm.
And then this time in 2021, I ran again. And with all of your support and blessings, I think not only I win, I and my running mate, Councillor Lisa Lake,
Yeah.
she won and very comfortably won. And good news that I want to share with the Tamil community,
Yeah.
because many Tamil people actually consider Councillor Lisa Lake as a friend.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday night, we elected her as the first female Labour mayor of Cumberland City Council.
Cumberland City Council. Yeah.
So that's a proud moment for many of the listeners who know
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Um,
I know. So let me translate something in Tamil. நேர்களே பங்களாதேஷிலிருந்து இங்கு வந்து படித்து 2008 அவர் லேபர் பார்ட்டியில் விரும்பி சேர்ந்து முதல் முறை அதையெல்லாம் படிக்கப்படும் திட்டங்களை அல்லது எப்படியான பாலிசிஸ் இருப்ப எல்லாத்தையும் படித்து அவர் 2012 தேர்தலில் போட்டியிருந்தார். ஆனால் வெற்றி கிடைக்கவில்லை. மீண்டும் அவர் போட்டி போட்டு முதல் முறையாக கவுன்சிலராக ஈடுபட்டிருந்தார். இப்பொழுது இரண்டாவது தடவை செகண்ட் டைமும் அவர் வென்றிருக்கின்றார். அவருடைய செயற்திட்டங்களை அவர் குறிப்பிடுகின்றார். அவர் தன்னுடைய கம்யூனிட்டியில், தன்னுடைய சமூகத்தில் இருக்கின்ற எல்லாருக்கும், பங்களாதேஷி, பெங்காலி, குஜராத்தியோ, தமிழா இருக்கட்டும், என்ன லாங்குவேஜில் பேசுகிறவர்களுக்கும் அவர் தன்னுடைய சேவையை செய்வதற்காக இருக்கின்றார். ஓகே, லெட் மீ ஆஸ்க் ஒன் மோர் கொஸ்டின் ஃபார் யூ. ஸோ we would have seen, I think in your campaign also, you were telling we want to acknowledge and help for the Tamil. Most of the countries have Tamil heritage as a Thai Pongal, as a Tamil heritage, the festival people call as a harvest festival. So and you in your campaign, even for the not for the like a state or like a federal or whatever, it's for a small area, but you did your best for the community, especially those who are living in our area especially. So why did you choose to acknowledge the Tamil? I know there are other Gujaratis there, Bengalis there, and you did one thing which is impressed by everybody. For the this year Thai Pongal, people say as a harvest festival in English. And there are a lot of Tamil banners in your area. Happy Thai Pongal, Iniya Thai Pongal Valthukal, and நேர்களை போட்டு இனிய பொங்கல் வாழ்த்துக்கள்னு போட்டிருந்தார். So how did you take the decision in your council to put the banner? So how did this happen? Please explain.
Okay, actually, let me take you a little bit back.
Back.
I'm not someone new
Yeah.
to the Wentotville community, to the Cumberland community, and
Yeah.
also I'm not new to Tamil community as well. I
Mm.
have a lot of family, friends,
Yeah.
a lot of people that I know from the Tamil community. I'm now proud to say them my family friends.
Family friends.
In our ward, I think for the last 5-6 years, Jaffna Hindu College Old Boys Association Sydney,
Yeah.
they organize Pongal Festival in Civic Park, Pendle Hill.
Yeah.
We, the councillor and the council, helped them whatever we can previously. But this time around, some of my friends, especially I like to acknowledge my very good friend from
Yeah.
Tamil community, Parthi,
Yeah.
and many business in Pendle Hill area, which
Yeah.
because of COVID, they are doing it really difficult and tough.
Yeah.
They came to me and they said, Suman, we see the Diwali banners, which definitely was an
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
Diwali festival and Diwali banners was an initiative of me and Cumberland Council. Can we actually do a similar thing? And for me, celebrating this Pongal festival has a great significance as well. It's only not a festival for Tamils or Asians. I think it has a great connection and link to the Australian environment as well, because this festival actually talks about our farmers and their contribution to the community. We all know that if our farmers don't grow the crop,
No food.
we'll starve, right?
No.
We'll have real problem.
Yeah.
So that's how, and that's just I just advocated for it, to be honest. Jaya Chandra and Anna, I advocated for it, and council just did it. So the mayor, all the councillors, council officers, they all have done it, and done it for the community. I think this is a great way to acknowledge the great diversity that we have in our community.
In the community. Yeah, that's great. And you may not know actually in your social media, a lot of people, even they don't know who you are, but they tagged everything that this guy was doing something for the community, which is acknowledged by the many people, those who are living in overseas as well. I would like to record this for you, for your happiness, and you can pass the message to the council members as well. So I think if you continue that way, you will be the lifetime counselor. You will be the next, maybe not for Tamil community, the people in your area will help you to move to the next level, I think. And I think Vasiana also there. I interviewed him, I think, 10 years back in radio. He's a good listener to ATBC as well. He did his best. He's the one, like a genius, to start for the Tamil community when he was as a counselor. Those days it's called as a Maryland Council. Now it's called as a Cumberland Council. மக்களே, உங்களுக்கு தெரிந்திருக்கும், முந்தி அது பசி ராஜதுரை அவர்கள் இருக்கிற பொழுது அது மேரிலாண்ட்ஸ் கவுன்சிலாக இருந்தது. இப்பொழுது எல்லாம் இணைந்து கம்பர்லாண்டாக இருக்கிறது. கவுன்சிலர் சுமன் சாகா அவர்கள் தொடர்ச்சியாக இருக்கின்றார். தமிழ் மக்களுக்காக தன்னாலான இந்த தைப்பொங்கல் சம்பந்தமாக இந்த பேனரை எல்லாம் கூடுதலான பிரதேசங்களில் அதை கொண்டு வருவதற்கு முன்னின்று உழைத்தவர்கள் அவரும் ஒருவர். Next question for you. What are the strategies as a counselor? I know it's maybe limitation, maybe the funding. What are the strategies you have, even though you given something in your political campaign, maybe your party? So what are the things you are going to implement in your ward or in your area? What are the other developments? What do you have?
I think the one thing that I had in my flyer that if
Mm.
I get reelected, this is what I will deliver, which
Yeah.
already has been delivered.
Yeah.
As we speak, we have our council service center in Wentotville.
Yeah.
So you know how people need to go to Maryland Council Center if they want to pay their bill, if they want
Yeah.
to ask any questions. Now we have a service center which started already in
Yeah.
Red Gum Center in Wentotville. So those people live on the northern side of Great Western Highway in Westmead, Wentotville, Pendle Hill, Tungabi, Girawin. Certainly, you can now go and get all those council services in that newly built customer service center at Wentotville.
Wonderful.
Pendle Hill Town Center, because of COVID, we need to shift quite significant number of capital works program. So town center revitalization or upgrade we couldn't do.
Yeah.
That is in this year's capital works program. I am advocating that there is no way I will accept that project
I
scrap.
know.
I
Yeah.
want that to go ahead. I wanted to bring the vibrant feelings in our town centers, especially in Pendle Hill, and also a long-term due, the upgrade in Civic Park in Pendle Hill.
Yeah.
You will be happy to know that that is also in
In
this
plan.
year's capital works program.
Okay.
So the first stage of the upgrade at Civic Park Pendle Hill, I'm looking forward that we'll be able to deliver this year as well. So these are the highlight projects you can
Projects. Okay.
say that I have my mind set and looking
Okay.
forward to deliver. But
Okay.
apart from that, I was in the traffic committee of Cumberland City Council. Road safety is a very important thing.
Yep.
You
Yep.
probably, those of you know and follow me on social media, you see that many roundabouts, many signs, crossings I have advocated and I have delivered, and I will look forward to advocating for more road safety measures and upgrades in the area as well. I'm also a big advocate that all the diversity that we have in our community, acknowledge and celebrate. So you
Okay.
see that the way we have acknowledged, the council have acknowledged the Pongal festival.
Yeah.
I think we'll make sure. I wanna keep advocating and make sure that council
Yeah.
actually recognize all the diversity that we have in our community.
Community. Okay.
Youth, probably another area which I'm passionate about. So, and that's why I have shared my journey in politics, because I won't be there
Mm.
forever. So, through you and through ATBC, I like to urge to the Tamil community that if any young people or anyone who is encouraged, who wants to join politics, and wants to have a conversation with me,
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to have that conversation. I'm more than happy to mentor
Yeah.
people who want to join the politics and want to
Okay.
go up in the ladder.
Okay.
My details will be with you. My
With you.
details are on the Cumberland City Council
Cumberland City.
website as well. Please reach out to me.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I believe that no one is there forever,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure that when my time is over, someone is more capable, someone who has the right attitude to serving the community, actually come and represent our diverse community.
Diversity. So, with your permission, I'll translate these things in Tamil as well. People might maybe I'll be able to understand something at least. So, நேர்களே நான் கேட்ட கேள்வி அதாவது எப்படியான செயற்திட்டங்களை இங்கு செய்திருக்கிறார் என்று அவர் ஏற்கனவே குறிப்பிட்டிருந்தார். சில சேவைகளை பெற்றுக்கொள்வதற்காக மேரிலாண்ட்ஸுக்கு நீங்கள் போக வேண்டியிருக்கும். இப்பொழுது அப்படியெல்லாம் போக தேவையில்லை. வென்வர்த்வில் ரெட்கம் ஃபங்க்ஷன் சென்டர்லேயே ஒரு காரியாலயம் இருக்குது. அங்கிருந்து பெற்றுக்கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருக்கும். அதே போல் பெண்டில் ஹில்லும் பகுதி குட்டி யாழ்ப்பாணம் போல் இருக்கின்றபடியால் கூடுதலான சேவைகளை செய்கின்றார்கள். தைப்பொங்கல் தினத்தில் சேவைகளை செய்வது, அதோடு மட்டுமல்லாமல் ரவுண்ட் அபவுட் சுற்றுவட்டங்கள், அத்தோடு வீதி சமிஞ்சைகள் அல்லது வீதி சம்பந்தமான ஒழுங்குகள் அவற்றையெல்லாம் அபிவிருத்தி செய்வதற்காக அவர் தன்னுடைய திட்டத்திலிருந்து வைத்திருப்பதாக குறிப்பிடுகின்றார். அத்தோடு அவர் குறிப்பிட்ட முக்கியமான செய்தி என்றால் அவர் தனது 40 வயதுக்கு உட்பட்டவர் இளைஞராக இருக்கின்றபடியே இஸ் a young guy. So he is also informing தமிழ் கம்யூனிட்டியிலிருந்து பொலிட்டிக்ஸுக்கு, அதாவது அரசியலுக்கு வருமாறு குறிப்பிடுகின்றார். ஆகவே இளைஞர்களே அல்லது உங்களுடைய பிள்ளைகள் இருந்தால் சுமன்ஸாக உங்களுக்கு ஒரு மென்டராக அல்லது ஒரு ஹெல்ப்பராக ஒரு அட்வைசராக கூடி இருப்பதற்கு சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கின்றார். அவர் சொல்லுகிறார், தான் எவ்வளவு காலம் இந்த பொலிட்டிக்ஸில் இருப்பனோ தெரியாது, ஆனால் நீங்கள் அவரை சந்தித்தால் உங்களுக்கான கைடன்ஸ் ஓ மென்டரிங் அவர் செய்ய தயாராக இருக்கிறார். ஆகவே 40 வயதில் 30 வயதில் யாராவது பொலிட்டிக்ஸில் ஈடுபட விரும்பினா கூட நீங்கள் சுமன் சாகாவை நாடலாம். I just explain everything whatever you said and you can translate if you want anything like people are listening to. Okay, let me have a break, and one break I'll come back to you. Listeners, you can listen to this program every Monday 9:30 p.m. via ATBZ radio, special radio, or ATBZ app, or ATBZ Facebook Live, or my own personal Facebook Live, or YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you type Ivvara Neyar and the particular date, you will be able to see the program via the YouTube as well around the world. And also this program will be rebroadcasted every Friday 12:45 p.m. via ATBC. Please tune in ATBC whenever you want. Okay, so let me go for the. So what is your mission? You're a graduate, a master's graduate. I'm asking the critical question right now. What is your mission in politics now?
To be honest, right now my main mission is to just serve the community.
Community.
I loved working for the people. I'm a people person. Those of you, they know me. They will say, we call Councillor Sahab. He always takes our phone or call us back. Many times, when people can't explain it to me what it is, I actually go and visit them. And it happens. Even I did 2 visits this afternoon as well. Because when you go speak to the people, they explain, you better understand, right? Sometimes you say, send me an email, doesn't really work. So my main motto is to help and serve the community. I also like to, I forgot to acknowledge one person, so I like to quickly do that. It would be unfair not to do it. I also like to acknowledge Susan Selvan. I think he's from the Tamil community as well. He ran in the council election from the Greens party. So Susan did exceptionally well this time. I like to acknowledge all the hard work he and his all the volunteers they put into the election campaign. And I had a conversation with him before the election, and he expressed that if I win, will I be open enough to work with him as well and get some of the suggestion from him. I have called, we have spoken, and I can assure the community that yes, I will make sure when required, I'll have a chat with Susan, and in a consultative approach, we'll get the common things done for the community.
That would be great. I think you like a highly matured person right now, even though you're young. Anyway, that's a good thing in the politics. Actually, people, if you work with as regardless the party, that would be a great help for the community. Especially, doesn't matter wherever you are, which community or which state or whatever. That's a great like enthusiasm. I really appreciate your thinking, Councillor Suman. And also. Like this is the party decision. Actually, you are contesting as a councillor. So any chance as you become a more popular and more people attracted person as a young candidate, is there any way you could be able to contest in the state election?
Oh, that's all future, and I can't really comment on what future holds. As I mentioned, I think this is my second term in the council, so I'm just looking forward to improve what I have done in the previous term. Maybe working even more closely in a more consultative way with the community, and deliver all the project that I have in my mind for the community. Not only the project that I have promised, because there would be projects and there would be works. There would be initiatives that will be required as we go. So I'm just more looking forward to working with the community in a more
Community.
consultative approach and getting those things done.
Not a problem. That's good. Just ask a question as a like interviewer, like people may be interested to about you as well. So that's right. Okay. Would you in last? What would you like to say? Anything for the community or people, those who are listening this program?
I just want to say, those of you know me, you know my approach. I'm always open to hear your suggestions, your feedback, and I'm a person that you can call me, reach out to me for anything that you think appropriate. So I just look forward to working with the community as well. Even though I don't understand Tamil, but if you have difficulties in understanding English, give me a call or send me a text. I have really good friends in Tamil community. They can help me both way. They can help me to translate your things to me, or we can go and visit you,
Yeah.
and I can then better understand what you really need. So what I'm saying that I was helpful, I am helpful, and I will be helpful because this is my passion. I
Passion.
never feel tired or anything when I can help the people, I can help the community.
Yeah.
So I just look forward to working with you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyway, I would like to say thank you, big thank you, because even you have a lot of personal commitments, your work related or family, everything. You just allocated time for this when I ask you. Even though you are a friend of mine for the Facebook for the 2 3 years, I never had a chat. When I asked you, you said yes, yeah, we'll do it. Thank you for being with us for the last 20 25 minutes and shared your views and everything and your projects and potential plans and everything. Good luck for your future politics. Thank you very much on behalf of the ATBC team. Thank you so much.
Namaskar and Vanakkam.
Thank you very much, Nandri Vanakkam. நீங்கள் இதுவரை கேட்டு ரசித்த நிகழ்ச்சி இவ்வாற நேர். You have listened ATBC's Ivvara Neyar program. So, Councillor Suman Saha participated in this program today. மற்றொரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் உங்கள் அறிவிலும் சந்திக்கும் வரை இனிய வாழ்த்துக்களும் வணக்கங்கள் கூறி விடை பெற்றுச் செல்லும் நான் AJ ஜெயச்சந்திரா. வணக்கம் நேயர்களே.